bus, this public city bus, to Wirkershaus, which is the Swiss Transport Museum. That's what we're doing today. And so we're on the bus, and a very nice man at the bus station helped us because he saw we were looking at the signs. Across the bridge, so the lake is over there. Something interesting I've noticed is nobody seems to pay for the bus. The driver doesn't look at it, there's nothing to scan. It seems to be free. The only thing I can figure is that it's covered by taxes or something. I don't know. It seems to be completely complimentary transportation. It's not just us, nobody seems to be paying for it. So anyway, we're walking along toward the entrance of the museum. Jeez. It looks huge. Oh, that's the drill that they used to dig the channel tunnel, I think. Or one like it. It's huge. Yeah, yeah. Oh, or through the mountains, look. Sissy Tunnel boring machine.
See?
Yeah. Whoa. Look. That's amazing. Thing is huge. That's how they dig the tunnels. The lake is right over here on the right. It's very nice and pretty and quiet. It's another beautiful day, and there's the mountains in the distance. Okay, it's still a few minutes until the museum opens, but this is the main lobby. There's this cool globe thingy. And it says the museum is that way, that way, that way. Upstairs. There's a planetarium. There's a little cafe here with kind of a lengthy queue. And then there's like an info booth with shows the times. There's a planetarium show and a film, like at a science museum, like basically every hour. And then the Swiss Chocolate Adventure and the film theater are that way. And there's a gift shop up here. It's very modern. And then hold the map up, Waymack. Here's the map. So there's inside stuff and outside stuff. And then it has all the different things that you can do. So we came up the escalator there, and this is the way to the planetarium. The first show is in just German, and we're a little concerned that all of the shows might be in German.
No, it was only the live ones. They actually said
oh, just the live ones are German? Yeah. Okay. This is a really neat museum. Okay, so we actually just stepped outside. Here's the lake, and it's like a plane jetway. It's an actual jetway. Jet bridge from gate A72 at the Zurich airport. And we're walking on it right now. Weird. Come out the other end. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, here we have to scan our tickets. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, since we had them out, two things we noticed. I looked at our tickets because I forgot how much I paid for these because I ordered them ahead online when we were still at home. And I paid 124 Swiss francs total for the three of us. And that includes the theaters, the planetarium, the Swiss Chocolate Adventure. We noticed that the little scanner things where we came into the museum were exactly the same as the scanners on the whole gondola cogwheel wheel. They're exactly the same turnstiles, the same scanner things and everything. This is kind of cool. This is showing the precautionary measures for the approach of a rescue helicopter. And it's showing like where you should stand and see like where the hurt person is. And then it shows you what it feels like for the helicopter to come in for a landing.
If you move, it's not safe.
Yeah, you don't want to move. Look at her hair. Good job, Mommy. It's okay. So over here is the rescue helicopter inside, and then outside they have the air ambulance on display. It looks like sometimes you can go out there, but it's not open right now. The thing that's really nice is everything is in 4 languages. They have all the displays in German, French, Italian, and English. And then Megan also noticed that if you scan this QR code, you can also get stuff in Japanese. Check this out. Whoa. This reminds me of the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. You can see there's more stuff outside, more planes. There's a lot of levels. Now there's a whole section on space. Yeah, maybe. Look at these are like the Mars rovers and stuff. Or yeah.
It's got some dust on it.
Yeah, maybe. These are like the Mars rovers and stuff. Yeah.
Is Mars really that small?
No.
Something.
Look at this. They have a representation, a model of the first flight with the Wright brothers. And we went there last summer. I'll link a video up above when we went to the Wright Brothers Memorial in North Carolina. How cool is that? And then over here they have a whole bunch of Zeppelins models. And then they have how planes have changed over time. Lots of really cool models. If you've got somebody who's really into like aviation I think later on we're gonna get to like trains and stuff too. This place would be really cool for them. So now we're in the 20s. See, they have the dates on them. Megan managed to Morse code her name. Good job, Meg. As opposed to me, who did heat. We're leaving the aircraft indoor area. We're going outside. We can take our masks off. We have some very lovely houses up on the mountainside. Oh, Ben. Nice. Yeah, this signboard, this looks familiar. I'm wondering if maybe they came here on Amazing Race too, one of the times that they came. Jeez, there's a ton of stuff here. There's a gondola system. There's a submarine. Is that a submarine? There's a, what is this? But yeah, this looks really familiar. I think they came here on the first time they came to Luzern and went to the Chapel Bridge on Amazing Race. I remember them standing in front of these signs and having to figure out something.
There's a train.
There's a train? Oh, like right here, that goes around. This is so neat. I can see why kids would love this. Okay, we come inside and it's cars. And look at, it's one of these car elevator things. Oh, that's so cool. It's moving them around.
It's this one.
We're in a hall of mirrors and we messed up.
That's wrong.
This? No, they're coming from behind us. Look for the arrows. So you gotta go this way.
People come out of
Oh!
That's the dead end.
Follow the arrow.
That's the dead end.
Ben, stop kicking it.
This is where you crash in.
It's a dead end.
But then what do we do?
I don't know. I went this way before somehow.
I don't like it.
Left. Follow the arrow. You'll be good.
Is this supposed to teach us something about signs?
Nice.
Came back outside. So this is the building that the cars were in, and there's a whole bunch more highway directional signs on this side too. These ones are white. We come in from there. This building is all trains. So here's for your train fan. My dad would love this. Or, you know, the circus. Circuses did travel by train. Oh, Alpine, yeah. This is neat. Oh, there's like what we rode yesterday. Oh, okay. Here's the cog railway. We rode one just like this yesterday. We were in one of the older kind like this. So you can see the cogs underneath, how it works with the track. Oh, is this a new kind? Oh, so they're like pods. Here's a example one. just came into the restaurant because we're really hungry and thirsty. I'm not sure it's open yet. It looks like the only people that are eating are like employees. But it's really nice and spacious in here. The kids just went over to the bathroom to wash their hands. It's after 11 though, so I feel like it should be open, or at least soon. There's some other folks coming in. This place is really neat though. One thing I want to add is this is a really great place for kids because there's a lot of interactive hands-on activities for children of all ages, and the kids here seem to be really having fun. And outside, like, there's a whole thing with diggers and little vehicles you can drive around and stuff, and it's really cool. I mean, Ben would have absolutely gone crazy over this place as a little kid. I mean, he likes it now, but I mean, he would have just been in heaven as a little kid. So if you have small children, this is a really fun place to come. And the map even highlights the specific activities that are best for children. I'm going to just show you around the restaurant here real quick. I'm really happy that we came in to eat lunch early because I mean we were really hungry and thirsty too, because now it's about noon and it's gotten much busier in here. There's also seating outside. Okay, let me show you what we've done so far. So this is the map, and right now we're in this building here, and we've already done, oops, this is the German side, hold on. We've done the whole aviation and space travel building. We've done the whole road transport building. And we've done the whole rail transport building. But we have not done the navigation and tourism building, so we have to go back over there. So we did all of this, and this, and this. But we skipped this one, so we have to go back to this. And then we still have to do the Swiss chocolate adventure, which I'm really excited about. It reminds me of the Hershey's Chocolate World at Hershey, Pennsylvania. And then,
I thought that's what it was.
yeah, and then if we feel like it, we might still do a film or a planetarium show because they are included with our ticket. Back outside now, there's a bungee jumping activity, sky jumper, and there's the Edge, which is, it's a virtual reality experience. It's open from 1 to 5. I think it's an extra charge, but I'm not sure. Yeah, tickets today.
19 francs.
How much? 19 francs? Okay. It says you can get tickets at the main box office or directly here. And then let me just show you some of all this outside stuff you can do. Kids can drive boats. Over there they can drive the vehicles around. There's just lots of activities. And then up here, there's a water tank. Yeah, I'll show you. So that's where we were. We were inside there. That's where the shop and the main lobby and the restaurant are. So now we have to scan our tickets again because we actually technically left the ticketed area. You can steer the boats, you can ride the little train. Just all sorts of stuff. See, there's little truck scooters. It's very kid friendly. And here, they're water bikes. Okay. 120 to 330. Is that the times? And so this, we did this building. This was all the airplane and space stuff. Oh, this is one of those. Oh, wow.
What is it?
Taxi.
Like the taxiing vehicle for plane.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're bigger than I thought.
Oh, these are old. These are,
Oh, okay.
they use these anymore. They
And
use the little one.
we did that building, which was the cars, but we missed this one. So we got to go back over here. You guys, there's a train and a boat, and apparently you can ride them. So we're gonna figure that out because that looks fun. building is boats and engines. Lots of engines and boats. Lots of really cool ship models. Where did we go that they had all the really good ship models? Was that Chicago?
No, it was the one with M word.
Manitowoc, the Maritime Museum.
Yep, that one.
Yeah. Eastern Wisconsin.
Sorry.
Look at these. But they did have a lot of ship models at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago too. And also at the Museum of Science in Boston.
What the heck are those?
If you like models of vehicles or any kind of vehicle, this is the place for you.
It's a ball.
Lighthouse. This boat right here is down in Luzern. We saw it yesterday. It was the one that left right before our boat left. Another very cool thing, the escalators here only move when you step onto them. So they save energy by being automated. They have a motion sensor. So see, the escalator is stopped. And then I just walk up to it. And it senses me that I came up to it and it just starts moving. Isn't that cool? Now we're on the 3rd floor. We were not able to ride the choo-choo back there because it's 2 francs per person per ride. Okay, but it only took cash and we don't have any Swiss francs in cash, so we can't ride the choo-choo. Oh well. Okay, we had a bit of confusion. There's a little sign at the entrance to the chocolate experience, the Swiss chocolate experience, that says that it's not included with your museum ticket. But I was like, I swear I paid extra for the type of ticket that includes the chocolate experience. And I went into the gift shop and asked the lady in there to read this to me, and I don't think she actually read it. I think she just like said, no, it's not included. And I'm like, dang it. And so then we went to get in line because I thought I'm going to have to buy a separate thing. But then when I got up there and asked the guy at the ticket thing, he said, no, you have the day pass. So I bought the day pass. And if you just have the regular museum ticket, then you have to pay extra, a separate price for the chocolate experience. But I bought the full day pass, which includes the chocolate experience, the planetarium, the museum, and the films. So note that there's a difference between the day pass and just the museum ticket.
Kernerstellen für Trüff, haselnussiges Chatouilla, Marzipan, Cognac oder Zuckerfondant. Ergänzt wird die zarte Schokolade durch ausgewählte Zutaten wie goldbraun geröstete Haselnüsse, Pistazien, Kokosraspel.
Alright, we just got off the Swiss chocolate experience, which first I'm going to say right off, I basically feel that was a giant commercial for Lindt. Okay? They're obviously the ones who like sponsor it, put it on, created it, whatever. That was the weirdest, most bizarre, strangest thing.
What were those people that came off with that were like, oh, excited?
Yeah, like they were all happy when they came up. We were so confused. And so, that was so strange.
Did it make more sense in German? We had to listen to the English translation. Did it make more sense in German?
Okay, here's the deal. I was expecting, because when you see... Do you want me to just film myself? Do you have anything else to say? Ben didn't listen.
What the heck was that?
Ben wasn't listening to the translation because you had to hold it right up to your ear to hear it.
It's heavy.
It was heavy. The guy gave it to us and said, here, hang it on your neck. But we were in a car, in a ride vehicle with a German family. And so we didn't want to be like, well, we didn't need to worry about it. You can hear the music. This is the weird part. This is so weird. It's like you're in a trackless vehicle dancing around with the other vehicles during this music part, and it's like trippy. When I saw the promo stuff for this on the website and here in the museum and everything, the ride vehicle looks just like the ride vehicle you would ride on a continuously loading or a trackless ride But I thought it was going to be like the Hershey's Chocolate World ride in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And there was an American family behind us in line. I was asking them because the mom was from Los Angeles and her adult son was actually from Wisconsin. So we were talking to them and I asked them if they had been to Hershey, and she said the mom, grandma, she said she'd been there many, many years ago, but she didn't remember it very well. And I said that my impression of this was that it was going to be just like the Hershey's Chocolate World ride, which it was not at all. But that's a continuous loader. Think like the People Mover or Spaceship Earth at Disney, okay? And while we were waiting with them and talking to them, we were saying, because we told them we had been to Disneyland this year and Disney World, and we were saying that they needed to learn something from Disney about how to make this a more efficient process. We were so confused by why we were standing and waiting in line so long. And they take you down the elevator, which is it's a shipping container, okay? They put about 10, I think in ours there were 12 of us. There were 12 people in our group that went in the shipping container. But then while you're being lowered very slowly in the shipping container, there's images on screens in the wall as you're very slowly going down in the shipping container of shipping, of like containers, like ship docks, you know? And we're like, okay, we get it. The cocoa beans come from someplace else. And then instead of being
I feel like that could have just been an escalator.
yeah, like that could have been an escalator. That's what Ben was saying.
They wasted just as much as an escalator would cost on the screen.
But they have to wait. They have to load the people in shifts.
Yeah, because
If people just went down in an escalator,
Right.
it would be too fast.
the part that threw me was that it was literally they were loading one vehicle at a time.
Yeah.
Instead of being a continuously loading thing, which they totally could do it that way, I think.
Yeah.
One little car, one little ride vehicle would come up to this young woman, and she was sterilizing them after each ride, bless her. You know, and that's probably a pandemic thing. But she was cleaning the handle bars, you know, that you could hold on to after each vehicle came back. And the people had to get off, and then the next people had to get on. And it was pretty big. I mean, we three sat comfortably in the back seat, and it was a family of
Fit like 6, right?
4. Mom, dad, 2 girls
You
in
could
front of
probably
us.
fit like
You could
6.
probably fit like 6.
Because, well, the chocolate thing gave 8. Didn't it?
Oh, did it give 8 pieces of candy?
I think?
Yeah, at the end in this really weird room. At the end of that really weird room, it spit out candy in a little dispenser. And the dad got it, or the little girl, and they passed 3 pieces back to us, but I didn't see how many total pieces it spit out. And the chocolate was very good. But it's like, now you're thirsty. And then when you get off up here, they give you more free chocolate. So you get free Lindt chocolate in 2 places on this experience.
They also gave us free chocolate in the gift shop.
Yeah.
So
You're at no shortage of chocolate here, but there's also lots of chocolate for sale in the gift shop. Instead of being a continuously loading this, okay, so like Hershey does the exact same thing from my memory, because it was a long time ago. I was like in 8th grade when I went there, but Hershey ride does the exact same thing. There's no line now. What the heck?
because I don't think there's one now. The road is closed.
Okay, weird. Hershey does the exact same thing. They tell you where chocolate comes from, how it's made, and the history of the making of the chocolate, and how it gets made into chocolate that you buy and stuff like that. And this did the same thing from a Swiss perspective, from the Lindt company's perspective. And, you know, very detailed, good stuff about information about how chocolate is made and all of that. We even learned how they make the little round Lindt balls, and so that was kind of cool. But the show was in German, so they had given us these English translation things, and he said put it around your neck, but we had to hold it right up to our ear to hear it all, and it was very quiet. It was much quieter than the German that was being spoken. And Megan even tried to push the volume button up, but it didn't do anything. So I'm also kind of wondering if we go to a show here, if those are also going to be in German, and we might have to have a translator to understand it.
Oh, yeah.
In the film thing, yeah. I'm not sure. We'll let you know. But anyway, instead of just going around like the Hershey one does, continuously past the things, It was a trackless ride, and it was so random. There were these round rooms, and you went like this way, and then you went this way, and then you went over here, and then you went in a room, and then you went up to a screen, and you saw the other vehicles going all around you, and it was dark, but like really bizarre. It was just so strange. And then at one point, they said that we were going to fast forward into the past. Isn't that what they said?
Yes.
You're going to fast forward into the past. But at that point, what actually happened was all of the ride vehicles were out of the rooms, and they played this loud music, and we danced around in the ride vehicles in the hallway area for a while. It was so trippy. And then we went into a room that we thought looked like the Haunted Mansion. But it turned out to be fine. It wasn't scary, but it was just really weird. It was not what we were expecting at all, and it was really weird. But you get free chocolate. What's your chocolate, Meg?
It's really good. It's cold inside. I don't know.
Yeah, they keep it cold somehow. Okay, I just went and got the information about the films. With the day pass, which we have, we are allowed to go to more than one film. Yes, the films are in German, but there's translation devices just hanging on a little cart thing upstairs, and we just grab one as we go in, and it'll translate it into English for us. And there is a concession stand right here, and I just noticed that the concession stand is just help yourself. You just take the stuff you want, and then you pay at the little screen. So it's completely an honor system. Okay, I feel so safe here in Switzerland. They obviously have a high trust for each other, because also down by the lockers, there's a big coat rack area where you
Those lockers down there are exactly the same as they were in at the Alpine Coaster.
Yeah, the key is just there.
Yeah,
You stick your stuff in and you just take the key. You don't have to pay anything.
Same with the backpacks over there.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. And there's also just coat racks where you can, like I'm sure in the winter when it's snowy and stuff here, you just hang your coat up and nobody's gonna take your coat. How nice is that? So it's just an honor system thing here where you just take what you want for the concessions and you pay yourself on the screen. There's nobody there manning it. So that's cool. So see, you just scan it and then you just, Behausen, pay, yeah, and see, the stuff is all just sitting here. I kind of feel like when it's really busy, they might have somebody here.
Please wait.
Okay, Ben and I just got out of the Dinosaurs of the Antarctic film. It was good. It was a big, huge, modern theater. The translator thing was, you had to kind of hold it because it kind of hurt your ears. And it was really quiet, so it was a little bit difficult to hear. Ben went without it. Could you still kind of get the general gist? While we were doing that, Megan went and did the virtual reality experience. Meg?
Okay. That was the most intense thing I'll probably ever do in my life. It was very realistic. I felt like I was actually there. It actually felt like I was dreaming. It was super bizarre. It was just me in that round, and there were two like guys.
What were you, climbing a mountain?
Yes, it was rock climbing.
So you were actually rock climbing?
I was actually rock climbing.
With the VR headset on?
Yes.
How are you supposed to see what to grab onto?
Okay, so first I had to watch a couple safety videos, and I had to put on a harness around my waist, a backpack, hand and feet sensors, a VR headset, and headphones. And it was all pretty heavy and kind of hot. I opted to keep my mask on because it was just a closed space, but it actually made it a little hard to breathe because I was rock climbing.
Yeah.
It wasn't too difficult, but it was pretty scary. And at one point, I did think I was gonna have to like ask them to stop, but I kept going. And
how high of a wall was it?
Oh, not very high at all. It was like you were climbing the Matterhorn. So you started in this little room, and then you went and met this fake guy outside, and the guides stayed with you the whole time.
Okay.
Stayed with you the whole time. There was wind and stuff, but I got really hot
Okay.
because it was a lot of physical effort. And I had to climb up the rock climbing wall, and I could see my hands and my feet because of the sensors. It was like I was wearing gloves and boots, and the display showed the hand and foot holds. They weren't perfectly aligned, so it was a little tricky, but the guys were there to like get my feet in the right place. And at one point, I couldn't pull myself up over the edge, the top part, so he grabbed my hand and helped me up. And then I just got to like look over the pretty fake mountains.
Oh, that's cool.
It was super cool.
How many people could be in there at a time?
2.
Oh.
There were 2 rock climbing walls.
Okay, but you were by yourself.
Yeah.
Was it cool?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we have left the museum. And we're walking over here. Look at the pretty boat on the lake. It's a beautiful day. There's a playground here. Oh no, that's for like exercise, isn't it? But there's a playground over there. It's really pretty. We were saying that we think Switzerland, at least here, seems extremely kid friendly. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave us a like. If you enjoy travel content, be sure to subscribe. Have a great day. Safe travels.